Already, Steve, if you can hear me, take it away. Let's take a look at how those cyclists are doing their stuff.
And of course, Swila, I'm number one. Of course, this goes to Wakili Munyendo, who thought that I could not ride a bicycle. I did this while I was, I think, 4 years old. Yeah, 4 years. So today we are hosting the deaf team to the Tokyo Deaf Olympics. And with me here is the guy who was qualified for the Deaf Olympics in Tokyo, Japan, and probably he will tell us how has it been, how did he qualify, the process he went through to qualify for the Deaf Olympics in Japan, and what are we expecting as Team Kenya. Of course, he will tell us what we are expecting.
Good morning. My name is Simon Njoroge. My surname is that. So as a Deaf Olympic, I won in the national trials. I will be representing Kenya in Tokyo, Japan, and I expect to win. So I hope the country will help us and support us. Yeah.
So probably through your trial, what has been your challenges to ensure that you qualify for Tokyo Deaf Olympics? What are the challenges that you faced during the qualification, and probably how many are you going to represent Kenya in Tokyo, Japan?
Thank you. So we have a lot of challenges because in cycling, they don't include us. So, for example, when we started, everything was on us, and later on, Doctor of Hearings included us, and he came to support us. So Doctors of Hearing, he came through for us, and we thank him a lot for he has helped us to win, and we'll be representing the country, two of us.
So probably what is the government's contribution into all this qualifying and representing Kenya?
Well, for me, I don't know. I'm not aware of any government support because the government, Kenyan Cyclists Federation, they just focus on themselves and they wait for us to train on our own, and then they just come and joyride. So we hope maybe the government will help us in the future.
So probably Doctors of Hearing, probably how have they supported you to Tokyo, Japan?
So he has always helped us a lot. So maybe when we are training, he supports us in everything. So everything, he always pays and ready to support.
So probably how many have you qualified, and going forward, how do you see the deaf cyclist? What is the future of deaf cyclists?
Future of deaf cyclists. So past, we started about 10 before we were 5. And then later on, we have encouraged other deaf to also include and come into cycling, and it has really grown. So we hope in the future national selections, only 2 of us will be representing the country. But I focus in the future that maybe in the Deaf Olympics, when we come back, we continue to support each other and other deafs, and we encourage them to grow and support them a lot. And in the future, maybe in the Deaf Olympics, we have many deaf participating.
So probably have you formed a federation for deaf cyclists, probably because you've been sidelined by the Cycling Federation?
Well, we have a Cycling Federation, yes, but it's their responsibility, not us, to focus on them. So the doctors of hearing has always been with us. They always support us. Then we work together with the federation. The federation is supporting the deaf but little. So we hope that they can continue to support us in our challenges the same way the doctors of hearing is doing.
Of course, all the best, Njoroge, as you go representing Kenya in the Deaf Olympics that will be held in Tokyo, Japan next month. I will talk to Dr. Mwangi, who now is the person behind the successes and, of course, even helping the team qualify for the Deaf Olympics in Tokyo, Japan. Just tell us your input. How has it been since you started engaging the deaf cyclists?
Thank you very much. My name is Richard Mwangi from Doctors of Hearing. Basically, we've been doing this for the last 3 years. What happened is that 3 years ago, a friend invited us, to see how we can support the noble cause of sponsoring the deaf cyclist. They were engaging the race, not knowing how they can coordinate themselves, not knowing who's the leader, how they can get some few resources here and there to get them going. But eventually, 2023, we got ourselves into a racing with them and we engaged them. They have been participating in major races in the country under our sponsorship for all those 3 years. And we are happy to see them doing what they are doing and, of course, bringing the aspect that disability is not inability. I'm telling you, I've seen you cycling, but these guys, they can beat your hearts down.
But the short cycling I did, I came first.
No, the skills. You need to have an uphill, you have to see a drop so that you can see how much energy that they have. But all in all is that of the deaf cyclists and doctors of hearing is that it is what we do every day as a company. We deal with the hearing impairment, we deal with, restoring people's hearing, through rehabilitation and management of all the hearing disabilities. But because of that is that we saw it is a call for us to get engaged with these deaf cyclists, and they have the sense of belonging. So they are proud, they wear our uniform proudly, and they go out there representing us. When they are training in Sumbukia, those meanders of Sumbukia, when they are cycling a short ride from here to Naivasha and back, they are enjoying themselves and they are getting they're having endurance in doing what they are doing best. So we'll continue doing that. We have big things coming for them. Now that we have 2 of them have been selected from our team, it's a proud moment for us to see at least we are supporting these guys and we are bringing this inclusion aspect into the sports. As Simon has said, I think they were nowhere before, but now they have a sense of belonging, where we call ourselves Doctors of Hearing Kenya Deaf Cyclist Team.
And on the road, the risks, what measures do you take to ensure that they are not involved in accidents on the road, as you said, cycling from Naivasha to Nairobi?
So when they're going for this highway training, is that I also train with them. I'm telling you, cycling for health is very important. In fact, I would hope the way one day we can have a day for cycling to work, and it will help us with the lifestyle diseases. But having said that, is that when we are training, because I'm part of it, I don't do competitive, but I'll have them also engage into it, is that we have to give them one of our Doctors of Hearing car to shield them from back. And that one is done is that any motorist approaching from back will be aware that there are cyclists ahead of them and they should slow down. So we always give them a shield from back. And of course, you can see they have got a red banner that is always put behind the car. And motorists are aware that, they have to slow down because there's a full car ahead of them that is going slowly on hazard. And that way, we ensure that their safety on the road is catered for.
So probably how do we identify that these are deaf cyclists on the road? Is there a sign or some signal to alert motorists to understand that these are deaf cyclists?
As you can see how the logo looks like and also how the uniform looks like, it is written deaf cyclist. Whatever is behind the car is written in big letters that it is Doctors of Hearing deaf cyclist. So when you read that, and it's in a color that is visible to everyone behind the car, they'll be able to know that they have to take a slow speed, and then they have to excuse them, the cyclists. So we have not had any incidences on training. We have been to Thika, going to some place called Gewa. We have been to Limuru. We have been to Naivasha. We have been to Moranga, kennel, and Sumbuki is for the training purposes.
So probably the last question, I've heard Simon talking about government's input. So what plans are there to ensure that this team is supported by the government as a sport?
Now that they are visible, I've had a few guys from the Deaf Federation approaching me and see what we can do with them. For me, when we started, it is our sole purpose to do it. When they come, we support them. I'll be happy to join in. The more the merrier. And also adding to that is that when we started, we were just doctors of hearing. We're getting so many people so interested to support us. If you check on their jersey on the back, we have some companies that have supported us so that we can see them dressed the way they are dressed, having the right shoe, having their bicycle serviced, and get to a competitive like what happened yesterday. So we had one, and we got number 1, number 2 for the men, number 3 went to Uganda. So we are proud that they also took a medal for yesterday's Jubilee Leaf Relays, which we have partnered with them for the support of the deaf cyclists and to make them visible and inclusion part.
Of course, the more the merrier. That is what Dr. Mwangi is telling us to support this team that is headed to Tokyo, Japan for the Deaf Olympics to represent Kenya, and a call to the government, of course, to ensure that the deaf cyclists are supported to ensure that they prosper and become successful as other sportsmen and women. From me, I take you to a break. More on Sporty Monday will come your way.